All right. This is a test of your GoPro system. See how this works. Yeah, we'll take you around the parking lot. I'm on my motorcycle. I'm at the Beach Boulevard and City of Stanton. Beach Boulevard and Garden Grove. Just talked to the most interesting fellow for about half an hour or more, who told me all kinds of interesting things. This guy who appeared to be Indian, British-like, Australian, vaguely British accent. Turns out he's from Zimbabwe, and he's like quarter Portuguese, quarter Zimbabwean, quarter Irish, quarter something else. He was in the police in Zimbabwe in 1978, and he was talking about the police reactions to this. The scenes we're seeing here. He witnessed an overdose. He tells me, by the way, that this is the worst stretch in Orange County, and it's not that bad. But there are scattered Fenty Trank people. Out here. Anyway, he tells me he comes upon, he's sitting at a light here, Beach Boulevard, and he sees a guy, an older guy, over 60, he says, fall over and drop and hit his head on the curb on the side of the street. Gets out to help him. Turns out it's a Fenty overdose. And he starts doing CPR. He says a couple of nurses show up and they start doing CPR. And he says after a delay, here comes the fire department EMT. He say they show up on the scene, they see him and the nurses doing CPR, and they don't do anything. They stand there and watch. Just trying to find this. Yeah, this is Orange County. It's not pretty in Orange County. The people aren't pretty, as you see. So anyway, he says the EMTs show up and they're standing there watching them. He says, all right, then a guy, he said, I'll never forget his big red beard. A younger guy, about 30, shows up and says, you're doing it wrong. You need to blow into his nose. If you don't have Narcan, you need to blow directly into his nose. The guy's basically dead, he tells me. The guy's laying there and he's not responding. And so finally my Zimbabwean friend it's pretty bad in spots around here. So my Zimbabwean friend, he tells Redbeard, do it, do it. So the Redbeard kid hunkers down, right? Gets down there and blows air hard into the guy's nostrils, directly into his nostrils. He's instantly revived. Now the EMTs are activated, and they all of a sudden they jump into action now that the guy's revived. And we were speculating whether or not this is policy that they're letting people expire. It's surprising they didn't show up with Narcan like in Portland, where they just automatically show up with Narcan, and you hear tales, of course, of them administering dose after dose of Narcan to revive somebody. Apparently that wasn't done in this case. Most interesting character. Told me all kinds of stuff about what's going on here. You know, it's good to be back in this big, flat, boring, crowded Orange County, because you always got a Walmart right around the corner, right? I've got like 2 on the way home here. Everything is here. And for this, you know, life that's wretched in many ways here in Orange County, in California, in the LA basin, the reason people are putting up with this shit, they want that Walmart nearby. They don't want to be stranded without their target. Yeah, so that fellow came over to talk because he saw the bike. People love the bike. This is the same bike that I took, that I rode down from Portland, of course. Still got the Oregon plates on it. Going to get my California license. I'm a Californian again. In California, for personal reasons, we have a member of the family who is terminal. Some transfer of estate shit that I want to be present for. And we're also nursing a beloved family member in her last days. It's really hard. Thank God for the motorcycle. Thing's not fast, but it's still fun to ride. I call it my scooter. When I get a big bike, a real bike, a man bike, I'll still have this. This will still be my commuter scooter. So comfortable, so fun to ride. So, I don't know, it kind of goes, maybe, can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now? I like the clunky feel, the mechanical feel, the not entirely smooth feel of this thing. And the purchase, really, I didn't do nearly enough research, but I'd lucked out in getting something that turns out to be really right for me at this stage of my skills. It's a lot easier to ride than a sport bike, and I would buy a sport bike now. Anything I get, not necessarily a dual sport like this, but something that's made more for comfort than your standard, race bike. I've got to sneeze. Hello. The police are not standing down here. They still write tickets here and apparently roused homeless here in Orange County. It would be Orange County Sheriffs operating here on Beach Boulevard. I don't like that I can't look on my screen here and see what I'm filming. That sucks. I could have swore I was getting it to work before. Yeah. We are on the KLR 650. Single cylinder. Not an inspiring sound, really. You don't buy these because you like the sound.